Welcome back, everybody, to the weekend show where I'll be doing technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So before we get started, please hit that like button, and 150 likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys, and I know you can do it. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of long-term and short-term setups, and there will be a 4th of July special as well. Definitely check out my link down below in the description for Patreon. And now you can see Roy here on my screen. Fear and Greed Index reading at 65, entering greed, and maybe we'll enter extreme greed very soon here in the market. Now, what the market did on Friday, well, we got some news that big, beautiful bill clears key Senate hurdle, and now most likely it's going to the president. So that is something to watch if the market takes it as a positive reaction going into Monday's session. Next week, we have 4 days of trading. So it's going to be really a slow week because 4th of July this year, it's on Friday, right? So already big money, people that are trading with a lot of money, institutional buying, and all that, it's going to slow down because all these big boys are going on vacation. Despite all that, inflation numbers on Friday, the PC data, and I think even that ceasefire, it's not going to last too long. I think the main reason here for that is regime change, and we're not getting that as of right now. So it's just a band-aid that Trump put on it for I don't know how many days, but it's going to start all over again. Oil prices again rising, and it's just a mess, and market just shrugging everything off and heading up to all-time highs. Now, people that are subscribed to my channel and watch my videos, when market gets oversold and gets down big time like it did in April, May, I was talking about buying the dip and going long. Right now, I'm not bullish on market. Even though the technicals are bullish, I don't think there is any more big reward to the upside where we can get into this rally and make money. I think a pullback is definitely imminent, and that is what is going to open up lots of opportunities. With that being said, guys, Dow was up Friday 1%, Nasdaq another brand new all-time high, up 0.5%. S&P also brand new all-time high, closing at a brand new all-time high, up 0.5%, and Russell going flat on the day. 11 sectors, consumer cyclical leading the way on top, communication services, industrials, consumer defensive, financial, real estate, technology. Stock market map, well, Nvidia once again rallying on Friday, up nearly 2%, Microsoft going flat, and PLC are taking a hit, down nearly 10%. We got Apple going flat, Google up nearly 3%, Meta 1%, Amazon nearly 3%, Eli Lilly down 2.5%, and then we got consumer defensive, Walmart, Costco, KO, and even Pepsi rallied on Friday. Now, we need to talk about one stock from the mega cap, which is Microsoft. So let's get right into it, guys. So on Microsoft, another fresh new all-time high. Now, let me tell you guys what's happening on Microsoft. Yes, things are overbought. You can see RSI hitting 77. It was going slightly higher, almost 80 on this daily time frame. So it's definitely not something you want to chase and you want to go and buy this on the first pullback. You want to wait for a decent pullback, at least 5 to 7% if you want to get into Microsoft. But as of right now, it's nowhere near any types of buy zone. Now, why this thing is going up? Well target on Microsoft was 500, so we got there. Hopefully they took profit, and we will see that if that rolls over going into next week. There is another target at 510. So if we get over 510 on Microsoft, I mean, we can possibly hit another brand new all-time high because well targets are there. At some point, it's gonna go there. Now to the downside, there is a well target. I think it's 480 to 470. If this thing comes back, that might be some sort of a buying zone at that point. But as of right now, I mean, pretty much closing at a brand new all-time high, right? So going into tomorrow's session, Microsoft, there will be support at $492. And why? Because we have a rising 5-day moving average, and that is where it's sitting just above 492. Now, if it breaks under that level, it can come down to 483 to 481, this consolidation zone, which can find strong support right here. Underneath that, we also have 20-day moving average at 476. That's going to be another level to watch on Microsoft. And we saw some high volume selling at the top on Friday. So maybe in the short term, we get to see some sort of a reversal to the downside here on Microsoft. On AMD, it's absolutely flat on that day. And I was talking about 148 just the other day, guys. And we actually got up there on Friday. We got a doji type of candle. We had that pullback down to 141, went back up, and now closing at almost 144. So we will see how that plays out. But this thing also getting a bit frothy and overextended. You can see right on my screen. So if there is some sort of a pullback, watch out for 138 to hold right here on AMD. And if that does not hold, we could see some further pullback, possibly down to 130 to 125. To the upside, the next stop, 148. And don't forget, at some point, I think it's going to come up here and close this gap as well, which is close to 159 on AMD. And here's my X account. And if you guys are on there, definitely give me a follow. And there is no subscription, nothing. It's totally free. And you can always ask me a question if you have right here on X. Now, quickly, like I said, there will be a special for 4th of July. And it's going to go through Patreon with a promo code. And then if you're looking to join immediately, you can use the link for the PayPal, and as soon as it's gonna be about $800 for 1 year. Right now, the regular price a lot of people are paying it's over $1,200, so that is the discount over $400. And there will be a link for Patreon as well if you want to go through that. I don't have the promo code right now, but I can provide you one if you want to go and join early. You can always get into my Discord. It's totally private, and you can send me a message for the promo code. I can send you one, and you can join if you want to join through the Patreon community. Now, if you want to join through the PayPal, the link will be down in the description, and you can just join by sending $800 on PayPal, and then let me know your name and join the Discord community. So that is where I share all the trade ideas. Now, trade ideas like these that takes time, but look at this, guys. I mean, I'm not even gonna share my profit here because that don't make sense. And I'm really happy about people that are supporting and in my Patreon group for a long time, like these people, like right here. You can see, these positions that we had, it was down quite a bit. It was down when it was at $53. And look at what happened. Up 16 grand on that play Nike that we called out. This is another one that I called out a few days ago, and this thing is paying. We played this play right here twice. Here's another one on Nike. You can see right here. He was getting sick of holding, but you can see it's 200% plus. Here's 100% plus. So I mean, I know not everybody's gonna make that money immediately, but let me show you guys the play. So you can see on 3/21/25. So it's only been 3 months, and that is why, I mean, I'm happy that you guys made money, but it's only been 3 months, guys. 3.5 to 4 months, and you're already saying that you've been holding for a long time. Patience always pays. So these types of trade ideas are always available, and the current one that we're holding, and I think it's going to make a big move, actually two of them. One is Apple, and one is a big position on UNH. And these are longer term plays that's going to bring at least 100%, maybe even like this Nike play over 200%. So if you guys are really serious about trading and you want to learn, you want to jump in and get all these types of trade ideas, and you want to support the channel, that's another thing that you can do. Definitely wait for that 4th of July special. And if you want to go and join early, like I said, you can use PayPal. And if you want the code, you can get it even before 4th of July, which I'll be posting another video possibly midweek before the 4th of July, and you guys will get more details for those special on 4th of July on Patreon. Usually I run annual membership, so that is what I'm running. It's gonna be around $800. Regular price is over 1200, so you're gonna save some money and you can get all these types of trade ideas. But again, guys, only if you're serious about trading and you've been trading and you want to trade, you want to learn, and you want to make money in this market, then definitely that's going to help you guys. So that is all I have for that 4th of July. And now let's get right into the technical analysis. On Meta, it's up 1%. So Meta is really clear and simple. But the thing is, I don't chase and I don't like buying a stock with all these gaps below and just going and just keep moving to brand new all-time highs. And why? It's trading already outside the Bollinger Band. And one thing that we talked about it before in my channel, in my video, because we do these technical analysis pretty much 5 days a week on these big mega cap stocks, that as long as this thing remains over 682, I'm expecting a move up to 740, previous all-time high. And consider this already hit because we got up to 735 and now we're pulling back just slightly here on Meta with another gap up from 699, which is insane to think that there was that pullback with tariff turmoil, and now we got a B shape. I mean, this is an extreme B shape on Meta. I mean, pretty much recovered in all-time high. So there is still upside if this thing wants to run 740 possible, maybe even 760, like Nvidia hitting all-time highs. It can do that too. And I mean, it's trading over 700, so there is no really good setup here on Meta unless you're really good at chasing. To the downside, there will be support now right here around 725. Below that, 716 5-day moving average, and then we have this 707 range to this gap around 700 as support. To the upside, well, trading into blue skies, definitely previous all-time highs will be retested and maybe will make a brand new all-time high at some point. On Apple stock, it's absolutely flat on the day. Now, I can smell it, I can feel it, and I can see it. It's coiling up for a big move. I don't know which way things are gonna go, but it was pushing to the upside. You can see multiple rejection here from this trend line here. It cannot break. We got a doji type of candle on Friday. Again, got up to 203 and got rejection. Bollinger Bands are squeezing, so I think very soon you're going to see a big move. You're going to see something that's going to take place where this thing will go up significantly, or there might be a big drop with some news. But this thing, it just been consolidating for a couple weeks now, and everything else pretty much near all-time highs. And I'm talking about the big names, but this thing is just not going anywhere. So Apple breaks out, you're going to see a massive monster move, at least in the short term. Apple is going to come up and close this gap 221. So watch out, guys. Now going into Monday's session, that 203 range breaks, the next stop 207, 210 to close the gap on top. To the downside, support right here at 200 to 198 key level. Underneath that, you'll see 195 to 196 and then 190. On Netflix, is up 1.26%, so another brand new all-time high. So things are getting even more frothy here, but still going. And this thing, I mean, it's not even tradable anymore. And why? Because if you're buying shares, I mean, who the heck is gonna buy, $1,300 per share? That's just insane, guys. They might come up with a split or something. We'll see how that works out. But we do have earnings coming out next month on the 17th. But as of right now, closing at a brand new all-time high, hitting 1331.35, which is huge. If there is some sort of a pullback that shows up next week, which unlikely that's going to happen with 4th of July, watch out, 1300 your key line in the sand. Below that, we have 5-day moving average, which can act as a support, 1287, and then right here at 1270. To the upside, if this thing is pushing, I mean, it's trading into blue skies right now. It can possibly reach especially right up here, 1380. On Tesla stock is down 0.66%. So Tesla is just all over the place. We got a doji type of candle, and I'm kind of kicking myself that we picked up these puts right here, but then again, I don't like buying puts on Tesla. And the second thing, I don't like even trading Tesla over 300. When it comes to this range right here, close to 200 or under, that's when I like to buy the dip and hold my position on Tesla. Besides shorting it and then making a little bit of money. But yes, we did make some money here on Tesla, but there was more money on those puts because I think we got in at 355 ish with 345 puts, and this thing, I mean, you can see went deep in the money. We sold way before that, and now it's trading at 323, not even holding that 330. We got up to 330 almost on Friday, got another rejection, and you can see the 20-day is a negative slope. So now there will be resistance at 325, 330. Over that, you're going to see upside, possibly coming back up to that 362 to 355 range. But if this thing does not break over these levels, 330 to 325, the next stop will be down here at 311, and then this gap down here at 309.83 on Tesla. On Amazon stock, it's up 2.85%. So this is why when you buy zero DTs, like same day expiration that we bought on Friday, and we got out. We got in at 221, 220 puts on Amazon, same day expiration. As a matter of fact, I played it twice. And then this thing came down to, I mean, where? Look at this. These zero DTs went over 200, I think it was 300%, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not 200, 300% plus at that point if we were holding at that point. But I think, I got about 50, and then the second was 120%. And you can see high volume buying. So Amazon definitely looking bullish. If there is some sort of a pullback, you see down to 216-ish right here, maybe even top of this range right here, 218 to 216, that might be a buying opportunity. And why? Because this thing will likely to go up and close this gap at 236. So Amazon breaking out also with high volume, that is bullish. And that's why we did not stay on this play for a long time, and these were zero DTs, so same day got out, and I'm not even looking to short, unless this thing comes up here and closes this gap at 236, which if everything else is going, especially mega caps and making brand new all-time high, Amazon can definitely come up and do that. So watch out that 218 to 216 range, big support on a pullback. Otherwise, this thing can shoot up to 230 and then even up to this gap 236. Goes under 216, then the support right here at 212, there is a gap at 210, so that can act as a support also on Amazon. On Google, stock is up 2.20%. So Google had this nice dip, and if you caught it, we caught this dip here and finally got out on Friday. You can see this trend line was holding this low, and then this right here, and then again we got another dip, and now ripping back up to the upside over 176. So this thing should go up to 182 and possibly over this high. Game on for a move up to this massive gap right here, guys, 204 to 200. To the downside, 176 gives up. There will be support at 173.46, 170, and then 167, all the way down to this trend line, 165. On Nvidia stock, it's up 1.76% and closing at a brand new all-time high. And this V-shaped recovery here on Nvidia continuing to the upside. And there were a lot of calls coming in, guys. And I mean a lot. 160 and then 180 strikes. So if this thing breaks over that 160 range, we might be going there to 180, which is insane to think that, they're actually targeting $4 trillion market cap on Nvidia, which could be the headline that first time ever we got a company hitting $4 trillion market cap. Now, I think similar things will happen for Apple. It's just not the time. And it's going to take over Microsoft and Nvidia at some point. And that is why I'm not really into Nvidia anymore because of how this thing ran. But I think the bigger opportunity definitely on Apple, it might take some time, but it's going to come. I know, and I know it for sure. Now, Nvidia 160 crosses, then definitely, like I said, game on for more upside. But also, just because you can go there and they're buying a lot of calls, does not mean that things are not overextended. Nvidia definitely one of the stocks that is getting really overextended. So if this thing gets a pullback, 153, maybe some consolidation, right here above this previous all-time high, that might be an opportunity. You can take some trades, maybe some short-term, swing trades. But as of right now, there is no play here on Nvidia. To the upside, like I said, 160 breaks is heading higher. Now, if this is a look above and fail, fake breakout, then this week you need to see Nvidia closing below 153. That's going to be really extremely bearish for Nvidia, like we had this move right here and even right here. And that is all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated Monday night tomorrow.